What's up, guys? Today I want to talk to you about dumbbell overhead pressing. In an earlier training tip, I discussed whether you should even be overhead pressing at all. So if you're not sure if overhead pressing is a good fit for you, I encourage you to revisit that tip and take a good look at how you're moving, how strong your core is, and all that good stuff. But if you've decided that you can overhead press and you want to find the best way to do so, keep watching. So I see a few problems when people go to overhead press. The first problem is that people love to get into extension. So extension is where we're really arched through our back, our ribs are pointed up and expanded. I'm sure you've seen people at the gym where they go to press, and as they press, they arch and arch and arch and arch, and that's how they get their way up to the top. So not only is this a bad idea for your shoulders, it's also a bad and unsafe idea for your lower back. So one of the first things that I like to do with clients when we're going to begin overhead pressing is to actually come down to the ground and press in half kneeling. So half kneeling looks like this. We have one foot out in front of us, knee is at a 90-degree angle, and we have a straight line from our ear to the knee on the ground. Now this position makes it much more difficult to arch your back, okay? So if you still feel like you're a little bit extended when you get down here, I want you to take a big breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to try to pull the front of your ribs down so they're stacked right on top of your hips. And now from this position, we can press and not extend through our back. So if you're having trouble arching your back, that would be my first solution for you. Second thing I want to talk about is the actual position and tracking of your arm and shoulder as you go through the press. So this is what I see a lot from people at the gym. We start with the elbow out in front. This is one thing that I see. And then we keep that elbow out in front and we finish our press out in front of us like that. So it's almost as if I'm sending my arm out into outer space. So instead of trying to keep your elbow in front of you the whole time, we want the elbow to move to the side as we press, and that's going to allow our shoulder blade to wrap around our ribs and rotate as we move up so that we can finish right above us with our bicep in line with our ear. So the way that looks, we start with the elbow out in the bottom like this, and then as we rotate, the elbow comes to the side, we're able to finish in line with our ear. The other mistake I see a lot is in the bottom. People don't start here, but they start here. And from here, it's just difficult to keep our shoulder in a stable position as we move overhead. So start in front in this angled position, press, rotate to the side, palm is facing away, and then finish back down in this position. So if your overhead press has been feeling a little strange or unstable or causing you some discomfort, I definitely encourage you to A, look at your lower back position, make sure that we're keeping our ribs over our hips and keeping a nice stacked position as we press. And secondly, to look at your arm and elbow position. We don't want to be here in the bottom, we want to be in front a little bit off to the side, and at the top, we always want to finish in line with our ear by pointing our elbow to the side. So give those tips a shot, hopefully they're helpful.